So today we are looking at the prime 92 icon Zanetti. He's got high work rates, right-footed, 2-star skill, 4-star weak foot. He can play right back, left back, centre mid, and right wing back. And I can't lie to you, his stats look like a really good box-to-box centre mid or a CDM. If we have a look here, fantastic defending, great composure, absolutely outstanding short pass, long pass, really good acceleration, sprint speed, and of course the finishing is a little bit lacking, but we won't be trying that out today. Good stamina as well. In terms of traits, we just got solid player and team player. We talked about chem styles, pricing, best positionings, and much more at the end of review on Footbin. That being said, let's go jump into some gameplay, but have a word from today's sponsor first. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select Foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NaNNiK for 6% off on all orders. Right, let's see how Zanetti gets on. We're going to play him as a right back today, and I'm going to be keeping him in the right back role because I don't really want to push forwards. We do get absolutely sent there by Mbappe. He does slow down, and Zanetti catches up. Lovely strength and wins the tackle, and a great pass out as well. That is the role we are going to be playing him in, that is for sure. And I'm really expecting him to be really defensive going forward. If he offers an attacker presence, that's also really good news. We do try ourselves a little bit of a loop and through ball there. Unlucky to get away with it. Back out to Zanetti. Got Benzema back post. We cross it. Good block. I think it's going to go out. It hasn't, unfortunately. Zanetti again. Great tackle. Lovely tackle. Now we've got the counter attack. Shamarko one-on-one. Brought him out. And it's a good save. Zanetti here on the recovery. Now we're driving forward with Zanetti. A couple of things I like about him instantly is his strength and his ability to pass. You see there, we absolutely split our opponent open with some good passing. Back to Zanetti. Got a bit of a hard passing. Can we find it? That's an absolute unbelievable pass. Get shot and a lovely assist there. And that's something I've been really impressed with Zanetti in particular, is the ability to be able to use his strength, win the ball, and then because of that 4-star weak foot, he can pass it with his left or right foot to open up the space. And you can see there, what an absolute wonder pass we got there to Muller as well. Zanetti driving. Oh, lovely run through. Take that shot across, and what a save there. That's that low finishing coming in. Very unlucky. We'll have a look if he can take set pieces. I'm not entirely sure he can. I'd imagine he can't, but we will have a look. So as you can see there, no, he can't, unfortunately. So we're going to call somebody short, and then we're going to bang it straight to the top if we can. One more in. Yeah, picking that loose ball up. Now we can drive forward. A couple things I like about Zanetti is you can do those 1-2 overlaps. And then we can drive in. Play that little 1-2. Now we've got the space again. Lovely football. Zanetti driving. Can he cut it back? It's a hard pass in the end. Good marking. But you can see he can play the attacking role if you need him to. And now he's recovering back. We're going to hold it back. See Zanetti there just driving back into the position. Now we've got him here on the overlap. We force him into a bad pass, and we've managed to collect the ball and get away with it. And that's something that's really impressive with his work rates. So it looks like we've got ourselves a rage quit. We'll have a look at Zanetti's performances. So far, it's been really impressive. 1 assist, you can see here. He got 7.8. In terms of possession, 12 out of 12 dribbles. That's really good. 1 shot, 1 on target. Very unlucky not to score. I did think his finishing was going to be a little bit difficult to use. But his passing, again, 11 passes, 8 complete. You can see they're like diagonal through balls, and that's something that's great. And then his tackling rate, he had offensive duels, 4 out of 4, 1. Defensive duels, 3 out of 2, 1. He had 1 tackle complete as well. So he had a really good game. So that is fantastic to see. Zanetti driving, play a little pass in, get him push up the field like we have been doing. Wait for that overlap. In between the gap, can we find it? Not a problem. Good hold up play. Bit slow there on his skill there. It's a shame. As I'm bright at the top, can we find him? Out wide, lovely pass. Take the heavy touch in. Slow pass, get across. What a ball. Very unlucky to get on the end of it there, but you can see his attacking presence is really good. Zanetti, a great challenge. Now we can go counter-attack away, drive forward with him. Try and get that space we can. Lovely left-footed pass in. Out wide. And we do get ourselves a goal, and that was from Zanetti there. Opening up the space, driving forward, giving us that extra option. Taking out one of the right back or left backs that were pushing up, and we've managed to get ourselves the lead now, all because of that movement from Zanetti. Winning the ball, 1-2 into transition, and then underway. Yeah, back to Zanetti, see if we can do the same thing. Play a little 1-2, back to him. Got Muller there, great pass in. Little 1-2 again, Zanetti. Lovely pass at the top. Completely split our opponent apart, nowhere to go at the minute. Zanetti going to drive down for us. Can use that strength. A bit unlucky there. Can he win the ball back though? Not quite. That's where he's a little bit lacking at times. He does feel clunky. We do intercept that. It's a lovely play. Lovely ball back. Get the shot off and assist. And I'll take back everything I say there. If you do push him up, if you do lose the ball like that, he can win it back, going back to his strength to hold off players. He's just a little bit slow going into full speed at times, but that is fantastic from him to win the ball back up there after losing it and getting an assist. Couldn't ask for much more from him. Right, back down to Zanetti here. Zanetti's going to take a touch drive in. He's got Benzema at the top. Can he find him? Great pass in. Benzema! Great save from the goalkeeper. Zanetti intercepts with a good header. Now we get himself underway in a transition. That's a poor pass from Müller. Was meant to go back to Zanetti. Can we recover with him though? We've been caught out here. We need Zanetti to do a good tackle. Against Pele. Trying to use that pace. Keeping up with him. Maintain that position as well. Good run. And we managed to tackle and get ourselves a corner there. That's really good recovery from him. And it was actually a goal kick, so even better. And that's what we need from him here. Again, picking the ball up. Now we can transition into the attack if we need to. Back to him again. Little 1-2s. Not a problem. Opening up space. Find ourselves a no-look pass. Back to Zanetti here. Driving. Back again. Split open in the defence. Unfortunately offside, but you can see how good his link-up play is, his defensive recovery, and his ability to tackle as well. This is one of the better right-backs in the game for sure. So that's the end of the game. Really good performance from Zanetti. Let's go jump onto Footbin. So Zanetti's coming up at about 600,000 coins. If we compare him to his team of the year, you can see here +4s, +3s, +2s. We'll have a look if he's got any skill moves or weak foot. He's got a +1 on skill moves. So you're basically potentially paying for +4s on pace and an extra skill move. I really like Zanetti. I was expecting really bad things, especially with his ability to jump in the air with that 50 jump in, as you can see here. I thought it was going to be a problem. I didn't really notice it at all. One thing that stood out for me a lot was his 77 strength. Even though we had a gladiator on that boosts up his defensive awareness, as a defensive player, he is out of this world. He is so good at doing a defensive job. He could play CDM, he could play left back, he could play centre back, he can play right back. He could play as a box-to-box, but his finishing is a little bit lacking. Even with a gladiator on, I want to test out his finishing. You can see the better one shot with him. Didn't really think he could do it unless we green time it, so we stopped doing that. He does feel a little bit clunky on the ball at times, especially having that average body type and having a little bit of low agility, but not enough to really worry about. The only things I didn't particularly like about the card, even though he's got 85 acceleration, and this is why I'll talk about the chem style in a minute, he was a little bit slow and catching up, so I would probably look at going for an anchor or even a shadow just to maximise that pace if you can. But because he has 4-star weak foot, his left foot passing, his right foot passing in particular, both of them are very, very good. He can open up the space. He can bully defenders and attackers no matter what. We saw him winning the ball in our opposition's box, getting an assist out of it, and making that a big difference in that game. We've also seen him be able to make defensive runs back and make the tackles. And just, again, a really solid card. In terms of pricing, I think if you're happy with that price, pay for it. I would be looking to try and get him for about 500k or less. In terms of his comparisons to his mid, -3s, -2s, and his base, -2s, -4s, -6s. So you're only sort of paying for the actual overall card, and that's why this is probably the best version you can afford if you cannot afford his team of the year. Again, if you want to play him as a centre mid, definitely can do it, no problem. But if you have any more questions about this card or any other card, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of icon reviews, player reviews, how to grind SBCs, pack openers, and much more. So if you like the sound of that, smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next video. See you.